Hello, here we go. First skill is simplifying fractions. If you already took a look at it yesterday, I do apologize. There was a mistake I had with the program where it was not giving you the right answer. So that was a mistake on my part. Thank you to the students that emailed me. Please email me if something ever seems awry like that. You can also link the questions in my open math to your response. Just message instructor. Because that is something that I want to take care of. So simplifying fractions basically is just about making the number smaller but not changing the value. So you might be used to something like, instead of saying 2 over 4, we're able to change that into 1/2. They both describe the same amount. If I took an object and I cut it into 4 squares and I shaded 2, that's the same as taking that same object, cutting it into 2 squares, and only shading 1. They represent the same amount, just with overall smaller numbers. Excuse me. The ones that you see in this program are randomly generated, so you're probably going to have several that do not simplify, meaning they are already in the smallest numbers possible. But I'm just going to talk through a moment, a strategy I have that hopefully will make this kind of quick. So, we're just going to work through a few of these. I have the same program up, so I'm getting the same type of difficulty you might get. First one I have is 4 over 58. Here's a strategy I want you to consider. I want you to take whatever the smallest number is, whether it's the numerator on top or the denominator, and I want you to split it into numbers that multiply into that number. So I'm going to change the 4 into 2 times 2. And then basically I'm going to ask myself, do either of those 2's go into the number down below? By all means, pull out a calculator, go ahead and type in 58 divided by 2. And what you should find out is that sure enough, I can take a 2 out and turn it into 2 times 29. And when I do that, because I've got the same number on top and on bottom, those 2's now cancel. And I am left with 2 over 29. And if I tried to divide that 29 by 2, I'm going to get a decimal so it doesn't go in evenly, and there's my answer. I'm going to look at just a random one. Let's try this one right here. Another example. We're going to go 10 over 21. So same thing, I'm going to look at the smaller number, which is the 10 on top. I'm going to look at that 10 and I'm going to say, hey, I know I can rewrite 10 as 2 times 5. If you get a number that you're not sure about, just realize that you can divide out, right? 10 divided by 2, okay, I found 2 and 5. And if I think about it, the 2 and the 5 don't go in with 21 at all. 2 doesn't go into 21 evenly, 5 doesn't go into 21 evenly, so I'm stuck. And 10 over 21 is as simplified as I can get. You might also take that 21 and realize that that's 3 times 7, but now you don't have anything that's the same on top and bottom for you to simplify, and so that would be as far as you could go. And then let's do one more. So I got another one right here. We'll go 9 over 12. Same as before, I'm going to look at that top number 9. I know 9 can be rewritten as 3 times 3. So I'm curious if there's a 3 that goes into 12. And sure enough, there is a 3 that goes into 12. So I'm going to put 3 times 4. And now that I've got the same number on top and on bottom, I'm going to cross one of them out. Those 3's are gone. And I'm left with just 3 over 4. I start you off with the simplifying part because in the later sections, when you are multiplying, adding, subtracting, doing whatever, you are asked to simplify your answers. So if you get a larger number, realize that you will always finish your problem by doing this simplifying step.